Hey! I forgot to unmute my mic. Sorry about that. In order to pass through the door, Luke and Layton must arrange the symbols according to the following rules. The star must be next to the moon, the X must be second from the top, the circle must be somewhere above the diamond. The moon must be located 2 places below the diamond. Give it a shot. Alright. So based on those instructions, you think this is correct? Because the X has to be second from the top. And the circle must be somewhere above the diamond, so it's above the diamond. The star must be next to the moon, which it is. And the moon must be located 2 places below the diamond and 1, 2. Alright, I'm going to submit it.
And now to test my theory. And there we have it.
You're in! Good job cracking that code. There we are. The door's open now. Got a new hamster toy. Use this block to help your hamster get in shape. Alright, bear with me one moment. Holy smoke! Look at this place. It's out of control. Yes, it's far more luxurious than the standard cars. Tickets to stay here must cost a pretty penny. Oh, Professor, this room is just breathtaking. And 1.5 times as big as our room to boot. Plus, just look at how super cushy the sofa is. Whee! Come now, don't jump on the sofa. Luke, do you remember the discussion we had about how gentlemen act when... Wow, you're right, it's so cushy. Whee! How's everyone feeling? Sorry to bust in on the party, but I'm just here to snazz up the room. Let's see, should they go here? And negative. Sammy, that's no good. Hey, you there, smart looking dude. I mean you, man. Me, good sir? Uncle Beluga. I mean, the boss man told me to pretty up the place with some flowers. Can you figure out where I should put these things to make the room smell nice? Of course. It shouldn't be too much trouble to find a spot for flowers as lovely as these. Another puzzle. Okay. Let's Ah, there's nothing like fresh cut roses to boost your spirits. Can you help Sammy freshen up the whole car with their fragrance? Tap a square with your stylus to place a rose. The fragrance of each rose reaches 2 spaces in all directions, but can't penetrate walls. If the fragrance of 2 or more roses overlaps, the resulting smell will be overpowering. So make sure to keep your roses spaced out. To remove an existing rose, just tap on it again. Tap a square with your stylus to place the rose. The fragrance of each rose reaches 2 spaces in all directions but cannot penetrate walls. The fragrance of 2 or more roses overlaps, the resulting smell will be overpowering. So make sure to keep your roses spaced out. Alright. How about a rose here? How about a rose here? Here? No. Better. Okay.
Consider this puzzle solved. And there we have it.
Alright, now I'm up to 3 viewers. Well done. 5 roses were just enough to freshen up the car. There, how's that? Oh, real nice. It's not crazy, but it makes a statement. I'm sure it'll jive with the boss man. Well, anyhow, kick back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the ride on the Momentary Express. Now the whole room smells nice. Yes, quite nice, I'd say. But back to the task at hand. We've given this place a once-over and come up empty-handed. A gentleman can't very well go barging into other people's rooms, so let's go to our room for now. Oh, Professor, do we have to? It feels like it's gotten so late. Can't we just stay here for now? Alright. Alright. Alright, well that didn't work out well. Alright, let's do that, and we'll do that.
Got any snacks around here? Don't hold out on me.
Wait! What about going up to the block? Did I push it out too far? So why didn't it work? Let me do the house. Do the stump. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That should work.
Aw, come on! I'm tired!
What? Well, what's wrong with the block then? Alright, we'll switch the block around and we'll trade it for the flower.
I'm not so good at moving and stuff.
So the block, he treats it as a wall. So try putting the flower next. Well, when you put the block at the 15th space, put the flower at the 14th space. No, it's not going to work that way because it can only be 2 spaces away. Watch, because he's gonna go all the way to the house, and he's gonna see the block.
Oh, Aw, come on! I'm tired!
Because he treats it like a wall. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can't you just put the, when you put the flower on the fourth spot, can't you put the... No, because he can't go more than 2 spaces. He can't go more than 3 spaces or he can't see it. But he'll stop at it regardless. Because in order for this to work, even if I put the block here, he's got to walk 2 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then there's 13. He can't do any more than that. Right. The hamster isn't interested in these blocks, but they are useful for blocking his path and line of sight. Position them accordingly for maximum effectiveness. So that's all that they have to be. Which means I can block his view here. That way he doesn't go down, so he can walk the full length around. But he's still only going to walk 12 spaces. No. He can only see what's straight ahead of him because he's nearsighted. Alright. It's the strangest thing. All of a sudden, I'm so tired. What's the matter, Flora? Gosh, all of a sudden I'm kind of sleepy too. Alright, you two, this is no time for jokes. Oh dear, I'm suddenly quite tired myself. Huh? What's going on out there? Am I dreaming? Two trains passed in the darkness of the tunnel. Move them around so that each locomotive ends up on the opposing track, while still maintaining the same order of its cars. There's one trick though. The number 2 cars for both trains must remain in their original tracks. Meaning what?
Here goes. Piece of cake.
Yeah. So, if I'm going to translate this puzzle, 2 was the deluxe car. Okay? Which means Professor Layton, Luke, and Flora just went onto a different train. That's right. The 2 trains speed off into the darkness, each carrying the number 2 car of the other. My word. I must have fallen asleep on the couch. How careless of me. Do you know what happened in that tunnel, Luke? Sorry, Professor, but I slept through the whole thing too. And I had the strangest dream. In my dream, part of the Momentary Express switched tracks while we were in the tunnel. You mean to say that one of the train's cars is now riding different rails? Luke, what you saw may not have been a dream at all. If one car did split off from the train, it would no longer be bound for Luxembourg. Maybe that car is how you get to the Phantom Town. I'm beginning to suspect you're right on the money, Luke. I hope the Phantom Town isn't as creepy as it sounds.
Everybody get ready to rock. The next stop is Frozen. Come on, passengers, let me hear you scream.
Frozen's, eh? Of course. How could I have missed this? Do you recall how this ticket was missing a destination? Well, it seems that the destination was staring us in the face all along.
Really? But where, Professor?
In front of you sits the ticket that Layton and Luke found with Dr. Schrader. At first glance, the ticket appears to have no destination written on it. But when you look at it just the right way, the ticket discloses its destination, the town of Fulsence. The key to spotting the destination is the number that has been cut out of the ticket. What number used to be there? Use the ticket in the instruction booklet to puzzle this one out. In the instruction booklet? I'm sorry. I don't exactly have the instruction booklet.
This should do the trick. And there we have it.
Excellent. The missing number is 2. If you fold the ticket as shown and line up the 2 sets of numbers, they form letters that spell out the phrase for Folsom. It looks like the ticket's destination was there all along. If you guys want, pull up a PDF of Professor Layton in the Diabolical box and see if there's a ticket in the manual. Huh? Maybe it's not included in the PDF.
I get it. Well, I suppose it means we've almost reached our destination.
Yes.
Oh, whoa, this is strange. When did it get so dark?
What do you mean?
And you can fold it in half and it says for Folsom. I do believe we've arrived at the next stop. But I don't see Flora, Professor. Where could she be? Hi, you two. Glad to see you're finally awake. Flora, where did you run off to? I'm sorry, but the train car was so stuffy that when we stopped, I went outside for some air. You went out alone? Are you crazy? It's dangerous out there. Who knows what kind of creeps could be out lurking around? Oh, well, I'll be more careful from now on. Watch your tone, Luke. A gentleman always remembers to treat a lady with kindness and respect. Now, since we're all back together, why don't we get off this train and see where we are? Taylor put up the PDF of the Diabolical manual, so you guys can all see the ticket in the manual. Well, that was easy. Now, let's do this thing again. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This should be it.
Got any snacks around here? Don't hold out on me.
Phoenix, that was not a sneeze. You have been told this before. Next time you'll be timed out.
I'm starting to look pretty good. it, huh?
Level 1 from 4 to 3. Gotta do 18. I don't think I have enough to do 18. When exploring the deluxe car of the Military Express, Luke, Flora, and I were suddenly hit with an overpowering urge to nap. Luke says he dreamed of 2 trains headed in opposite directions that swapped one of their rail cars. Was the clamor I heard while asleep the sound of those cars changing places? Shortly after walking from my sudden slumber, the conductor announced that our next stop was a town known as Full Sense. I find this odd, as I was sure our next destination was the town of Luxembourg. It appears that the car we fell asleep in really did change tracks, and was the only one from our original train to reach this new destination.
This place gives me goosebumps.
Yes, I'd second that.
I'm sticking close to you two. Oh, these must be pictures of the town.
Indeed, and old ones from the look of it. Judging by their condition, I'd say they're at least 30 years old.
Wow, how do you know? Oh, that's right, you're an archaeologist. Of course you'd know.
Now, Luke, don't tell me you actually forgot. Well, we'd best press on.
Phoenix, what did I just say? I said if you did it one more time, you would be timed out.
Professor, what was that?
Let's go. Oh. Oh my.
Oh, what's that?
Oh. Just what is going on here?
Erica, you still in
it's
the
strange.
stream? Because I don't, for some reason, I don't seem to have the ability to do this. I don't know why. Minutes after Professor Layton, Luke, and Flora arrived in Folsom, the rundown train station transforms into a gleaming, ornately decorated building right before their eyes. What caused the sudden change to the station's appearance? Was for those headed for Folsom, destination accessible only to those riding in a particular car on the Mullinter Express. It would seem that Dr. Schrader must have visited Folsom sometime before his death.
Following rumors of the Elysian box, the Professor, Luke, and Flora set foot in a strange town. But cautious as they were, nothing could have prepared them for the events to follow.
The Phantom Town of Folsom. So this is the Phantom Town we heard about, huh? It's like something from a horror novel. I find the place unsettling too, but we mustn't let that keep us from our investigation. Who knows what kind of valuable information we might find here about the Elysian box. Funny running into you here. Hello, howdy, hi, and all that. Hey, you're the mailman, yep. I've got mail to deliver here, but it's so dark that it always takes forever. No wonder that people always seem so on edge here. Well, that's all the more reason I need to bring a little sunshine into everyone's life with the mail. Wow. You deliver letters all the way out here? I sure do. And I've got a schedule to keep while I'm doing it. So, on that note, I'll be off. See you around. It would seem our friend the postman works a very, very wide area for mail delivery. But how does he do 2 routes every single day? Unless he has some kind of jetpack, that's just impossible. You may think so, Luke, but our world is full of inexplicable phenomena. This is but one of many. I guess so, but it still seems pretty much impossible to me. Oof. Are you alright there, Flora? You don't look well. I'm not sure. I just started feeling sick all of a sudden. You're as pale as a sheet. We'll find a place for you to rest straight away. I don't see any hotels around. If there were, you'd think there'd be a sign or something. Despite the lack of advertising, I'd say one of those buildings over there is a hotel. Eric, you've got my permission to time him out if he continues to act up. In front of the town train station are 4 buildings standing in a row. One of these 4 is supposedly the local hotel, though it lacks a sign. Even so, if you study the area carefully, you should be able to tell which of the buildings is the hotel. Can you figure out which of these 4 buildings is the hotel? That can't be it. I doubt it's that. This one.
Here goes.
No.
Oops, that wasn't right.
Too bad. Study the area carefully and you'll find the hotel soon enough. I hate to do process of elimination. Well, this can't be the hotel, can it? It might be. It might be. It possibly might be. Let's do that one.
Just leave it to me.
No?
Oops, that wasn't right.
In front of the town train station are 4 buildings standing in a row. One of these 4 is supposedly the local hotel, though it lacks a sign. Even so, if you study the area carefully, you should be able to tell which of the buildings is the hotel. Can you figure out which of these 4 buildings is the hotel? I don't think it's that one because there's... Wait. No, that's bricks.
Here goes.
Really?
Well, I'm stumped.
Are you serious? None of the... This building does not even look like a hotel. What hotel has 2 doors in front? Whatever.
Let's see if this works. Piece of cake.
Huh? That's right. The windows and door of building C spell out the word hotel. Does it? I see it now, but how were you supposed to tell that before? I hate that puzzle. Got the ingredient Dream Fluff, used to create tea blends. How are you doing, Flora? Any better? A little bit. I think with a little rest, I'll be back to my old self. Flora, Luke and I are going back out to learn more about the town. Why don't you stay here for a while and rest up? Yes, take it easy for a while, Flora. We'll be back before long. Thanks, Luke. Be careful out there. You too, Professor. Do you think Flora's going to be alright? I wouldn't fret too much, Luke. She may just be exhausted from our long journey. I think our best course of action now is to gather what information we can and hurry back to the hotel. After all, a gentleman never keeps a lady waiting. Flora has left the group for now. The top screen shows who's walking with you. Alright. We're gonna make some tea. Dream Fluff. I need pepper cherry and joy root clover before I can do that. Alright. Upon exiting the train in Flora's ascent, Flora began to complain of feeling unwell. Imagine the cause of her discomfort is simply fatigue, caused by too much travel. While I'm anxious to start an inspection of our surroundings, Flora's comfort must come first. There must be a hotel around here where she can rest up. After locating and checking into a hotel, Flora decided to stay behind to recuperate while Luke and I began an investigation about town. Our first mission is to locate any and all places that appear to have a connection with the Elysian box. Alright. Good evening, sirs. I do hope the young lady traveling with you feels better too. Everything I've seen leads me to believe that Dr. Schrader visited Full Sense. The Elysian box and the facts we need to solve the mystery of his death are close by. I'm sure of it. Do you think whoever stole the Elysian box might be hiding here as well? It's still too early to tell. But I'll know more if we can figure out why Dr. Schrader ventured out here in the first place. For now, our best course of action is to search for anything connected to the Elysian box. Let's get to it then. Lead the way, Professor. Mark my words, Samuel. It's here in town. I can guarantee that. You are to scour every inch of this place and bring it back to me at once. Got it? Oh, come on, Uncle. Do you really think it's everything people say it is? I don't know. It kind of sounds like a lot of baloney to me. Are my ears playing tricks on me? I could have sworn you just told me that my information was wrong. You're in no position to be lecturing me on the subject. Now, get out there and start looking. Okay. No need to blow a gasket. My name is not Phoenix after all. I'm going. What do you think Mr. Beluga and the train conductor are talking about, Professor? It would appear that they too are out on the hunt for something. Oh, look over there, Professor. What on earth could that be? It's some variety of strange book. Perhaps someone dropped it while running about town. Yikes! Get a load of this crazy cover. What's this symbol on it? Let's have a look. The symbol seems to be in the shape of a goat. But whatever it is, it gives me the willies. But I do wonder what's written inside. Hard to say with the book locked up tight as it is, isn't it? Still, this symbol is very intriguing. Say, Professor, maybe somebody in that antique shop over there can tell us something about it. Excellent idea, Luke. Let's begin our investigation there. All right. Beluga seems to be working Sammy like a dog, sending him all over town in a frantic search for some unknown team. It's unclear why Beluga would set up a secret train connected to Full Sense, but it's clear this item is very important to him. What could it be? Visit the local antique shop. Oh! Well, hello there! I got 5 viewers now. Please, if you're not following the channel, please consider following. Alright. Yeah, why? I haven't received a comment yet on this side. Well, I appreciate the follow there. Inspector, tell me, where did you come from? Huh. Took the words right out of my mouth, laddie. Wasn't expecting to see you two in a place like this. To some field work in Dropstone, I was able to deduce that this town and the Elysian box are linked. Dr. Schrader had stockpiled quite the stack of research on the Elysian box. The criminal I'm in pursuit of more likely than not killed the doctor to get his hands on the box. So, instead of chasing the man, I decided to chase the box. When I find it, I'll find the culprit. Wow, that's a solid bit of reasoning there. I didn't expect that from the inspector. Did you say something, lad? No, sir, not a word. Good, because I've got no time for idle chit-chat. I've got a murderer to catch and cart back to London. Come along, Barton, we're leaving. Yes, sir? Good day. Are you out shopping for anything in particular? I apologize, but we're not here to shop today. However, I was wondering, have you ever heard of an antique called the Elysian box? Oh dear, here we go with that box again. You know, you're the third party to ask about it today. The third? Those two detectives you saw were just asking about it. And a half hour ago, there was a young lady. She seemed interested in knowing whether anyone had been searching for the box around town. Can you describe the young lady? Oh, she was quite the beauty. She wasn't a local, but she had a face that just seemed familiar. And the officers, well, they said that they were here on an official police investigation. I'll tell you what I've told everyone today. I wish I could help. This box you're after is news to me. One of my visitors, I forget who, mentioned something about the box having quite a history behind it. If the thing was ever in full sense, it might be worth checking at the Herzen Museum. Where might we find this museum? Just look for the two buildings in the middle of town, a ways to the north. The museum houses a wealth of documents celebrating the history of our town. This is all extremely useful. Thank you for the suggestion. We'll be sure to pay the museum a visit. Before you run off, would you mind if I took a look at that book you've got there? Feel free, my good man. Yes, the construction is quite unusual for a book of its age. Lovely work and very rare, I'd say. Would you happen to know anything about this symbol on the book's cover? I was just about to comment on how familiar this symbol feels, though it has no significance I'm aware of. I must confess, what drew my eye to the book were its locks. Old gadgets always fascinate me. Its construction is very basic, so you might be able to turn the locks with any old key you stumble upon. As a matter of fact, here, why don't we see if this key does the trick? It's my way of saying thanks. Thank you for showing me something interesting. Oh, many thanks, my good man. A diary key, huh? Gee, it's too bad we didn't find out more about that book in there. It certainly would have been nice, but we'll have to put the book aside for now. It's time to pay a visit to the Herzen Museum. I've heard all about you, Missy. I know you've been asking around town about that box. Oh, but I just... And before you say anything, I don't care who your dear old dad is. No one's above the law. In my eyes, anyone out chasing the Elysian box moves to the top of my suspect list. No, you've got it all wrong. Sir, if you wouldn't mind... What is it, Barton? Can't you see I'm in the middle of something here? Yes, about that, sir. The criminal we seek killed a man to obtain the Elysian box, so the villain should have it already. If the young lady was our culprit, she'd have no need to ask around about the box. In my opinion, sir. Oh, is that so, Barton? Huh! And I don't recall ever asking for your analysis of the situation. Barton has a point, though. Terribly sorry, sir. Please forgive my momentary lapse in judgment. I'll just be going now. Barton, get back here this instant! I'll have your nightstick, I swear! Ah! Phew. Hey, that's the girl we saw back at the station in Dropstone. Hey, kitty. That was actually a cough. What was her name? Katie? No, that's not it. I believe you're thinking of Mr. Anderson's daughter, Katya. Yes, that's the one. Who'd have thought she'd be headed to the same place as us? I think I want to go this way. Now there's a couple of mugs I've seen before. Stashin', are you not a robot from Curious Village? Because you're making it sound like that you're not. And why is there a line right here? You have a glitch on you. Your model is all messed up. Hey, I know you. And I know fate, because that's what brought you, me, and that swell tea set of yours together. Now that we're all reunited, I say we celebrate with a cup of tea. Brew me something nice, would ya? You want us to make tea for you? That's right. Whippersnapper, but nothing fancy. Cup of Bell Classic will do the trick. It's so easy to make, even a baby could do it. A baby with a magic tea set, that is. Any tea. All you need is some oasis leaf, a little brisk berry, and a sprinkle of bell tart seed. Fantabulous! A smile spreads across Stash and Scarfin's face. He seems restored and cheerful. Not a bad cup of tea you make, Shorty. Of course, you wouldn't have pulled it off without my expert direction, so don't get cocky. Honestly, I made that 2 streams ago, so you better watch that, Stash. You know, This town is filled with thirsty folks. You got the tea set. So the way I see it, it's your responsibility to help people. If you manage to help everyone out with a tea break, good things will happen. This I promise. Gosh, Professor, what do you think? How much good can we really do with one cup of tea? Oh, a fair bit, Luke. A gentleman never underestimates the power of a cup of hot tea. Well, when you put it like that, I suppose it couldn't hurt to spread the wealth. Ollie, you two are running around a lot. Makes me tired just watching you. Why don't you rest a spell with this puzzle I got here? Here are 4 circular flower beds, each with a radius of 10 feet. The way they're arranged forms a space between them. Can you find the area in square feet of the section colored red below? Ignore the width of the border around the flower beds when calculating your answer. Wait, you want me to figure out the square feet? Because every one of them has a radius of 10 feet, which means the diameter is 20 feet. Can you find the area in square feet of the section colored red below? Alright, what's the area of a circle? Pi radius squared. Okay. Yeah, it makes a square.
Consider this puzzle solved. A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Nice job. The red section has an area of 400 square feet. If you quarter the spaces between the flower beds and fit the pieces to the circle as shown on the diagram on the right, you can turn the circle into a square. Once you do, the sides of the square will have the same length as the diameter of the single flower bed, 20 feet. Square this number to get the area and your answer. Golly, you ran through that puzzle so fast it made my head spin. You're one of those people who does everything all slick like her. I get tired just thinking about it. Oh, I got an ingredient. Well, alright. Alright. Oh, spicy. My entire mouth is all tingly now. Yes, there's quite a healthy dose of pepper cherry in there. No doubt about it. I kind of like it. It makes me feel very peppy. Next time I'm feeling down, I know what to reach for. Yes, a good cup of cherry boost can be quite nice every once in a while. Alright. My, what a peculiar blend this is. Subtle and spicy all at once. And sweet at the end to boot. I especially like how the initial heat helps to balance out the sweetness that comes later. I never imagined spicy and sweet could work together so well. I met the most enchanting girl at the ball we held last night. These parties are usually a complete But her presence changes all that. As the Duke's son, the most unfortunate reality is that most people are either unnaturally polite or fawning toward me. But this girl was warm and real, and she treated me like anyone else. It was very refreshing indeed. I do hope to see her again. I had the great fortune of bumping into that girl from the ball again today. She's the daughter of some fancy lord or another, and it shows. Her intellect is matched only by the grace she displays. To be honest, I'm quite taken with her, and have already started courting her. However, I fear Father seems less than pleased with the idea. It appears Beluga and Sammy, the train's conductor, are here in full sense as well. From what I can tell, this isn't their first time here. It's clear they're both turning the town upside down in search of something. But as to what that something might be, I'm still without a clue. While walking about town, Luke and I came across a diary-like book. The book is rigid with a number of locks that prevented me from reading the majority of its contents. The cover is adorned with a sinister-looking goat, which has piqued my interest. I wonder what, if any significance it might have. Seems that everyone has found their way to full sense. I just ran into the inspector and Constable Barton. The inspector explained that they are in town collecting information on the Elysian box. If I could just get him to cooperate with me, we could learn a great deal about this place in very little time. But he seems determined to work the case on his own. Through asking around, we've learned of an institution known as the Herzen Museum. I believe that we might find some information pertaining to the Elysian box there, and I'm planning to visit it next. Boy, you two do run around a bunch, her. You'd never catch me doing that. I get all sweaty. Sir, a minute, please. Oh, hello there. You're the fellow with Inspector Chelmy, yes? The name's Barton, sir. I am a constable serving under Inspector Chelmy, sir. I feel obliged to let you know you may want to reconsider bringing the child up this way. Why, what's up ahead? Things best left unknown till you're older, my lad. My advice is to do an about-face and leave the area. I don't think he'll budge on this, Luke. We'll have to find another path leading up that way. Quick, hide, Professor! I see Inspector Chelmy over there. No need for alarm, Luke. He's likely just gathering information about Dr. Schrader's case. Seems he's finally figured out that the key to solving it lies here in full sense. It's as if the inspector's almost got a handle on things for once. So, let me confirm. This here is the man you witnessed asking around about the Elysian box. No doubt about it now. Yep, the man in the photograph is the one. I'd remember that beard anywhere. Huh. Well, that seals the deal. Just as I suspected, it seems he did make his way to full sense. Come along now, Barton. We're moving on. Oh, yes, sir. Right behind you, sir. Sorry, sir, but I can't let you in like that. You've got a dress code, see? I'll need to take that hat from you. So you're saying that we can enter if I give you a hat? Taking Felix's request for that hat at face value, you must now find another hat to hand over from the pattern shown below. The hat you're looking for will be the same shape and size as the one shown above the pattern, but it might not be facing the same direction. Use your stylus to outline your answer. Really? Oh boy. Right. It may not be facing in the same direction.
This should do the trick. Oh, my. This one is quite formidable.
For an outline that exactly matches the hat shown above the pattern. The crisscrossing pattern is complicated and can be hard to pick out what you're looking for, but rest assured it's there. I can't draw with a mouse.
Consider this puzzle solved. And there we have it.
Sneaky! Good job spotting that hidden hat. Now the professor has a hat to give to Felix. There we are. As requested, I provided you with that hat. Huh? Professor, I don't think that's quite what he meant. Be that as it may, I'm not taking my hat off. Let's go, Luke. But I was really looking forward to stopping in for a snack. A gentleman never takes off his hat, Luke. And that's all I have to say about it. This is too deep for me. Alright, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yikes. Alright. We're going to need to change this up a tad. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let's see. How do I do here? 1, 2, 3. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let me try something else. trying to fixate this so I can get 18 steps. Yeah, because I'm going to have to start doing this closer now. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I can do 15.
Got any snacks around here? Don't hold out on me.
Wait a minute. I have an idea. That might work. Because he walked 16 steps. Because he walked all the way into the wall. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yep.
Why do I gotta move around? It's not fair.
I think this will do. Well, that didn't work out quite as planned. Maybe I'll do it this way. No, because he's got to be already walking down.
I'm not so good at moving and stuff.
Because he'll probably just walk into the wall and that'll be it. Yeah, that didn't work out quite as planned. Let me do this, because he should walk.
I'm not so good at moving and stuff.
I got 18 steps out of him.
Hey, suddenly I've got energy to spare.
I don't think I could repeat that. I would have to be able to get something down here to get him to go down here and turn and have that light bulb have him walk all the way to the wall. Wait a minute. I have an idea. Let's put the light bulb here. Makes contact with a tiny light bulb. It flashes, causes your hamster friend to dash into the direction he's facing until he runs into something. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Got any snacks around here? Don't hold out on me.
Really? Alright, I need to change that. I need one more to get him to do 4 more steps. I need another block. Have a look at these photos of the town, Luke. Whoever took them clearly has a fine eye for detail. But if you look closely, you can see that the pictures are chronologically out of order. Do you think you can figure out where each picture belongs? Four photographs decorate the wall of Joseph's photo studio. Each photo depicts the same area and was taken at the exact same time of day. However, each photo was taken at a different point in time, and if you look carefully, you can figure out the order in which these pictures were taken. Enter your answer using the letters attached to each picture, starting with the earliest, like so, A, B, C, D. Wow. Alright.
Just leave it to me. Layton's apprentice strikes again.
Good eye. The correct order is C, D, B, A. In C, the street light has yet to be installed. But in D, the light has been built. In B, there's a new building in the background, and the restaurant's window is broken. Finally, in A, the broken window seen in B has been patched up, and some of the lights in the restaurant sign have burned out. What's more, the door of the photo studio has been painted a different color. There we are. If these photos are any indication, Full Sense has quite a rich and lengthy history. How neat! With enough of these pictures, I bet you could see exactly how the town developed. You bring up an interesting point, Luke. But if these photos are that old, why do they look so new? Now that you mention it, I suppose they do look new. Normally with shots this old, the image is a bit more deteriorated. I wonder what method this studio uses to keep these photos so immaculate. Oh. Alright. I have an idea. So let's put this thing back. Alright.
I'm not so good at moving and stuff. I'm feeling mighty fine.
I did 24. There's going to be a lot more. Alright, the camera is finished. You repaired the camera. Now you can take photos. Use the camera to find hidden puzzles all over the place. When walking in certain locations, a camera icon will appear on screen. When it does, tap the icon to snap a photo of the area. Photos you've taken can be viewed from the album in the professor's trunk. While viewing the album, tap any of your photo to play a photo hunt minigame. Your goal is to spot the difference between the touchscreen photo and the real place. The actual location is shown on the top screen. Tap any suspicious locations to place a circle on them. Then tap here to submit your answer. If you answer correctly, the area you selected will be marked with an icon. Each photo has 3 elements that are slightly different from those of the actual location. When you find all 3 in a single location, visit the area where you took the photo. If you try tapping on those places that were funny in the photo, who knows what you might find. I just saw a number of photos in the town Photoshop that are purported to be quite old. Yet each image appears to be in different condition each image appear to be in perfect condition and free of the degradation that most photos suffer over time. It's as if the photo was taken only a week before. Perhaps the shop's proprietor has a special method for preserving his photos. My, these photos look stunningly new for their age. How do you manage that? Sorry, sir, but that's a bit of a trade secret. Ralph! Ralph! He doesn't appear to be in a very good mood, Luke. Let me see if I can find out what the problem is. Hey there, fellow. Ralph. 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 Youch! Good heavens. Luke, are you hurt? I don't think he's in the mood for conversation right now. Indeed. Let's find another way through town. Passing through here is rather difficult right now. This must be the museum. But the gate's shut tight. I don't think they're open right now. I was hoping we'd find some useful information inside, but there's no sense in standing around waiting. For the time being, let's continue our investigation elsewhere. Unfortunately, the gate to the Herzen Museum is locked, and for the moment, we have no way of entering the place. I haven't any way of ascertaining when the gate will be open, and so had decided to wait on visiting the museum. For the time being, I'd like to focus my efforts on gathering information from the people of Full Sense. Greetings, strangers. Let me guess. You come here seeking fame and fortune. Actually, we're searching for an item called the Elysian Box. Does that name sound familiar? Wow. Now that's a fantastic name. Here's a puzzle for sharing that great name with me. A yellowed photograph shows 3 couples. In the photo, no man is standing directly above his spouse. Of the 3 women, 2 are sisters and are sitting next to each other. The elder sister's husband is the man without a mustache. Everyone in the picture is wearing a hat, save the husband of the younger sister. The woman unrelated to the other 2 is sitting in front of the younger sister's husband. So, can you find the man in this bunch who is married to neither sister? Choose from A, B, or C. I gotta read that again. A yellowed photograph shows 3 couples. In the photograph, no man is standing directly above his spouse. Of the 3 women, 2 are sisters and are sitting next to each other. The elder sister's husband is the man without a mustache. Everyone in the picture is wearing a hat, save the husband of the younger sisters. So that is C. The woman unrelated to the other 2 is sitting in front of the younger sister's husband. Okay. Which means D and E are sisters. E would be the oldest one, and D would be the youngest one. Which means B is not married.
And now to test my theory. Ha! Wonderful.
Great job! The answer is B. Finding the answer to this one just requires close reading. You know the elder sister's husband has no mustache, so he must be A. You also know that the younger sister's husband has no hat, so he's obviously C. With those two choices eliminated, the answer is clear. Oh, and in case you're wondering, the elder sister is E, which I figured. The little sister is D, which I figured. And the last woman, F, is married to B. Wow. Alright. Good job and good luck finding that whatchamacallit. Candy bar. You know, the thingy with the great name. Right. I bet when you open it, a genie pops out and grants you a wish or something. Neato. Or it could be covered in chocolate and nuts. I don't know. Right. Let's go this way. Do you see that watchtower, Professor? There's something very suspicious about it, isn't there? It's not every day I see new faces. Are you visiting from out of town? Yes, in a way. We're not here to sightsee. We're searching for an antique known as the Elysian Box. Have you heard of it? No, that's the first I've ever heard of it. I wish I had some information for you. Oh, I just can't let visitors to our great town go away empty-handed. Here, it's not a keychain, but please, take this puzzle of mine as a souvenir of full sense. Five shapes are arranged in a sequence, but the fourth shape is missing. Use the four visible shapes to determine whether A, B, or C should be inserted as the fourth shape in the sequence. Okay. I'm going to assume that all the shapes are similar. I want to say B.
This should do the trick. Ha! Wonderful.
That's right. B is the answer. The numbers hidden in each shape determine the sequence for this order. When you turn each shape 90 degrees clockwise, a number becomes visible. In the case of B, turning it sideways reveals the number 4. Oh, okay. I understand. That is clever. Nice work there, fellows. I hate to burst your bubble, but if your lead on this illusion box led you here, you may be out of luck. See, many of the residents who were full sense experts skedaddled a few years ago. It all started over a strange rumor that spread through the town like wildfire. So even if we are in the right place, there may be no one left to ask? Tell me, what was this rumor? Some silly thing about a curse. Not entirely clear on it, to be honest. But I often find myself wondering where all these people who left full sense ended up. Mr. Beluga! It's been ages. Do hope you found what you were looking for. I wish. I told Samuel to track it down. The boy is about as useful as a broken pocket watch. Oh, don't fret like that. It leaves wrinkles in that distinguished brow of yours. What do you say, Mr. B? Would you like to come inside and for a bit? Professor, do you see that? Mr. Beluga just went into that cabaret. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Oh my. Hello there, tall, dark, and handsome. Care to come in and catch the show tonight? I apologize, madam, but we're in the middle of... Are you getting shy on me? Don't worry, hot stuff. I don't fight. Oh, and who's your little friend there? Aren't you a precious boy? Sorry to change the subject, but couldn't help but notice Mr. Beluga entering your cabaret. Oh, are you friends with Mr. B? Something like that, yes. Tell me, does Mr. Beluga visit here often? Mr. Beluga is certainly a patron of the arts. That's for sure. Can't say much more, though. Oh, but you are a handsome devil, mister. So charming, so dapper, and such a gentleman. Show me you've got the brains to match those looks, and maybe I'll let a few facts slip. I have this old necklace, but the thing is, it's not really my taste anymore. So I decided to sell it. But when I was getting it appraised the other day, I realized something weird. Each stone is worth a different amount. But if I break the necklace in 3 places, the 3 gem strands will be worth the same amount as one another. Can you believe it? Here, see if you can figure out where you gotta cut it to make that happen. Oh, really? I have to do it in 3 places, huh? I think it would make sense if I cut it to make sure that each strain has 1,000 into it. No, that's not right.
This should do the trick. Ha! Wonderful.
Hey, PlayStation. That's right. Each strain of gems is worth $2,600. Pretty nice chunk of change. Handsome and smart. You're some catch, aren't you? Consider me smart. About Mr. B, he's definitely here looking for something. But I can't say I know what. The search must be going badly. Because he's kind of crabby whenever I see him now. Hey, there's that shack again. Granny Riddleton's shack. If we overlook puzzles along the course of our journey, we know where we can go, don't we, Luke? Watchtower, Professor. There's something very suspicious about it, isn't there? Yeah! Ah! That scared me silly, Professor. What's making that awful ruckus? I don't know, but I think it's coming from right above us. Quick, Luke, up the stairs. Bah! Gold darn vampires, get off my property! Are you alright, mister? Who goes there? You don't need to tell me. I know vampire henchmen when I see them. Well, wait a second. What are you talking about? We just heard a scream and came to investigate. Say what you will, Sonny, but it won't do you no good. I see through your vampire lies. If you really want me to believe you're not a vampire, you'll solve this puzzle and you'll do it quickly. Oh boy. In a quiet town, there's a tower that commands a view of the whole town. Since you can see the whole town from the tower, logic dictates that you should be able to see the top of the tower from anywhere in town. However, There's one place in town shown on the map below from which you clearly have no chance of seeing the top of the tower. Bind and circle this place. Right. Would it be the soccer stadium? You know what? I think the answer is obvious.
Just leave it to me. That was almost too easy.
Good thinking. From inside the tower, there's no way to see the top of it. Sure, you may be able to stick your neck out a window and look up, but you still won't be able to see the very top of it. Pretty good for a vampire! Unless you're not one of the bloodsucker's underlings after all. That's how it is. Then listen to me when I tell you you'd best keep an eye on the castle over yonder. It's the nest of one of the most fearsome undead creatures around. A real live vampire. A real live vampire, you say? Don't make me say it again, buddy. Rumors have surfaced regarding a vampire said to live in the castle at the edge of town. Terrified by such talk, not a soul in full sense dares to draw near the castle. Could a vampire actually be living up in Herzen Castle? Finding a lead out here is pretty slow going, huh? Indeed. Perhaps our only choice, really, is to wait for the Herzen Museum to open. Gosh, if that's the case, maybe we should revisit the museum. You never know, it might have opened up while we were away. Alright. You've got a point. I hope the place proves more useful to us this time than it did last. You've taken a photo of this location. Something about it seems a bit off. Examine the photos you just took using the camera minigame in the trunk.
Here goes. Layton's apprentice strikes again.
Found the first difference in this photo.
Let's see if this works. Piece of cake.
Anyone else see the other difference? You don't get this. It's you know how you look at like puzzles that you have to find the difference in? That's what this is. You have to find the difference. Clock and circle mirror. Clock and circle mirror. Are you talking about this exclamation point here and this one down here? Because those are the one, that's the crack that's not over here. And this is where the spilled juice is. Let's see. Hey, Ancient One! Aha!
Let's see if this works.
That one was hard to
Too
see.
easy.
I met a most unusual gentleman named Jeff, who keeps himself holed up in a tower in town. He believes a vampire lives in the castle at the edge of town, and that he must keep watch of the area to keep the vampires from attacking the townsfolk. Jeff has even adorned the tower with knickknacks that he claims keeps the vampires at bay. I wonder if there's any truth to his story. My conversations with the people of Full Sense have proved mostly useless in providing a lead in the Elysian box. As I feared, the only way to move this investigation forward is to find a way to the Herzen Museum. Alright. We're all doing alright, Ancient One. I've struck gold! I found a hidden puzzle! There are 10 coins in each of the 5 bags below. One of these bags is filled with fake coins that are lighter than the real coins. A real coin weighs 10 units, but a fake coin is 1 unit lighter. If you're using a scale that can register up to 200 units, what is the fewest number of times you could use the scale to find the one bag filled with fake coins? And how about
And now to test my theory. A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
you got it? You only need to use the scale once. From every bag, remove the number of coins indicated by the bag's number. Then you just weigh these 15 coins once. If all the coins were real, either combined weight would be 150 units. But you'll end up with a weight less than this. The difference between this actual weight and 150 units corresponds to the number on the bag of fake coins. Wow, that puzzle actually made me break a sweat. Wow, this whole place is covered in garlic. And it definitely smells like it. Black. Yes, it's very pungent. It's a good thing I brought a handkerchief. My eyes are watering. My nose hurts just being in here. Finally, some customers. Come in, come in. It's been months since anyone came by the shop. My shop's been out of favor with the townsfolk recently. I can see why, or rather, I can smell why. It's hard to breathe, let alone shop, around all this garlic. Blah. So it smells. Big look. It's not here to class up. It's not here to class up the shop, you know. It's here for protection. We've got what you might call a bit of a vampire problem here in town. And garlic keeps them away, see? Vampires? Seriously? Do I look like I'm joking, boy? See that castle over there? That's where the freaky guy lives. At least, that's what people say. I'm not saying I believe the talk, but you can never be too prepared, you know? Yeah, well, if I walked into a shop and it smelled like garlic, I think I'd run away too. Ah, hello you two. Imagine seeing you here. Headed to the north side of town, are you? I guess so. What's up there anyway? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, nothing really, just some old houses. I've got letters from folks in Dropstone for 'em. Wow, there are people from Dropstone sending letters all the way out here? That's what I thought at first too, but something connects Dropstone to this place. It's hard to describe it in words, so I'll just leave it at that. Whoops. And I've got to dash. The mail can't be late. Oh, Mr. Parcel. Please wait a moment. Gosh, he didn't even look back once. He must be incredibly focused on delivering the mail. What a perplexing individual, that one. But never mind him. For now, we must focus on our investigation. Gives me a bad feeling. Who even knows what's down the path anyway? From what I can see, it's just an expanse of wilderness. Let's leave it be for now. Look at that! The gate appears to be open now. Now we can finally go inside. Luke, do you hear that? It sounds like the conductor and Mr. Beluga are arguing again. Nothing? You don't even have so much as a lead on it? I thought I told you to find it and find it fast. Uncle, you gotta cut me some slack. It's no piece of cake sneaking around with that pig on my tail. Plus that professor dude from London has been out playing detective too. Keeping a low profile takes it out of a guy. You know what I'm saying? My feet are killing me for all this running around. How about you let me take a break? Besides, if I get caught sneaking around like this... You always were a layabout, Samuel. Quit your whining and get back to the task at hand. Until you find that box I'd better not hear the word break coming out of your mouth. Gosh, Mr. Beluga really let him have it. Do you think he'll open up this gate too? I'm not sure, though it appears that while the gate is open, the museum itself is still closed. But let's put this discussion aside for a moment. Tell me, Luke, do you recognize the symbol at our feet? The stone has been worn down over the years, but the design is one I've seen before. Oh, that was Luke. That was Layton. Sure, it looks like the symbol on the book we found laying out in the street. That it does, but I'm certain I've seen something like this in another location too. But where was it? Oh yes, now I've got it. What is it, Professor? We must locate Inspector Chalmey at once. I need to see that photo he acquired from the crime scene. But this town is so big. How are we going to track him down? Well, it's quite late now. He may have returned to the hotel for the night. What do you think? You're probably right. Quick, let's head back to the hotel. All right. Hey, what's with the long face? Don't you know adults aren't allowed to pout? Honestly, I can't stand to see you look like that. So here's a little puzzle. Cheer up, will ya? Hi there. Yeah, I know I'm cute and stuff, but I'm also really good at puzzles. What's that? You want to know my age? Well, okay. The difference between Mama's age and Papa's age is the same as my age. Oh, and my big sister is twice my age, which happens to be 1/3 my mom's age. And one more thing. In 5 years, I'll be my sister's age. Okay, enough hints. How old am I? How old is she? Okay. How old is this girl here?
Consider this puzzle solved. Ha! Wonderful.
Hey, not bad. Papa's 35 and Mama's 30. Meaning the difference in their age is the same as my age. Like I said. As for my big sis, she's 10. That's twice my age, and a third of Mama's age. In 5 years, I'll be 10, and my sister will be 15. Can you believe it? I'll practically be a grown-up by then. Hey, pretty good, Smarty Pants. So good, in fact, I think you deserve a reward. What kind of reward? The best kind, a story. Okay then, here goes. See, a long time ago, there was another family in town as rich as the Herzens. But one of the younger daughters got her heart broken by some boy and decided to leave town. It could just be a story somebody made up, but if it's true, that boy must have been a total creep. Believe that girl have full sense just because some boy dumped her? What a wimp. Luke and I returned to the museum to find the gate unlocked. Inside the gate, we found Mr. Beluga and Sammy in the middle of a rather heated discussion. I imagine they are the ones who opened the gate. I'm still uncertain what they are searching for, but judging from Mr. Beluga's rather impassioned speech, it would seem that whatever it is, it's of great importance to him. I noticed a large symbol resembling the head of a goat carved into the floor of the museum's courtyard. It's the same symbol that adorns that strange diary we picked up, but I feel like I've seen it somewhere else as well. But I'll set aside this question for now, as there's something I need to ask of the inspector. I suppose it's back to the hotel for us. Say, you guys are from out of town, am I right? We sure are. How'd you figure that out? 'Cause I am too. Plus, I've got a trick for figuring out who's native and who's not. Wow, that sounds handy. Can you teach me how to do it too? Sure, I guess. But not for free. Tell you what, I've been feeling kind of down lately. If you can make me go her again, I'll show you how to do it. Well, I imagine we might be able to whip up a cup of tea that provides something of a mood boost. Gee, that sounds delicious. I haven't had a tea in a real long time, yeah. Fortunately, that tea prepared isn't quite what Derby's after. Jerry, are you sure that is the right tea? Because I was thinking it'd be something a little more timeless. You know, like a classic. Oh, he wants a classic. I love sweet stuff, but there's not much of it in here in full sense. Do you think you can help me? How to satisfy a sweet tooth? I know. Why don't we make you a cup of tea? Capital idea, Luke. Gosh, I was hoping for sugar-coated chocolate cookie cupcake, but I guess tea could be tasty. Just make sure it's extra sweet, okay? Like so sweet it makes my hair stand on end. Who knew tea could be so yummy? Joni grins wide. She seems restored and in high spirits. You know, that wasn't half bad at all. Actually, it was pretty tasty, like a million. That's the first sweet thing I've had since Mom made me give up candy. She says it rots your teeth. That classic cup you promised. Now that's good tea. A smile spreads across Derby's face as he lets out a contented her. A her! Now that's the stuff! I tell you, the classics really are the best. That goes for tea too. And we've held up our end of the deal, so spill the beans. How do you tell outsiders from natives here? Oh, that's easy as, pudding. Just get up real close and give them a sniff. Seems like most people from out of town smell like roses. I see. Creepy. Alright, let's head to the hotel, and I think we're going to save it there. Inspector, there's something I need to ask you. Can you spare just a moment? Ah, Layton, I see you've been busy. I didn't think you'd manage to solve 50 puzzles so soon. I hear you've been very busy sniffing around town for clues. Tell me, has your search yielded any genuinely useful facts yet? Perhaps. Would you mind showing me the photo you recovered from the doctor's apartment? Oh ho! Am I to understand there's a clue to be found in that photo? Huh. Well, I see you've solved 50 puzzles so far, so I can tell you're serious about the investigation. My top priority is solving this case, so if you think you can help, I might as well show you the thing. What the devil? Is something the matter, sir? There's a blasted hole in my pocket! I've been scattering the pieces about without even noticing. This is a low point in my career. It seems that all that remains of the photo is this one scrap. Only 15 to go. Guess we'll have to give up on ever seeing that photo again, huh? Tough to say. The pieces were still all in my pocket when we entered Full Sense. I'm sure of that much. Inspector, do you recall the path you took around town over the past couple hours? Bits of it, yes. Let's see. Alright. Use what the inspector remembers to find the path he took through town. Well, the only one turn I made was at an intersection with a cafe on it. And I also passed in front of one hat shop. And one flower shop too. And I didn't walk any further than necessary. Now that you've heard his recollection, can you trace the route the inspector took through town? One turn was at an intersection in front of intersection with a cafe. Passed in front of one of the hat shops. One with a flower shop. Let's see. One turn I made was at an intersection with a cafe on it. Oh, and I also passed in front of a hat shop. On one flower shop too, and I didn't walk any further than necessary. Hey, Blue Bow! One coffee shop, one hat shop, one flower shop.
And now to test my theory. Ha! Wonderful.
That's right. You may have figured out the inspector's path through town, but the search for those photo scraps is just beginning. And then, after leaving the northeast corner of town, I came straight back to the hotel. That should be enough information to get started. Thank you. Come, Luke, let's see if we can recover the pieces of the photo by retracing the inspector's steps. What's so important about the photo, Professor? I'm unsure of the photo's content, but I have every confidence that it will lead us to the Elysian box. Say no more. I'm sold. After all, your intuition never fails. Let's hurry to the northeast corner. I think we can get there through the little path where that bulldog was sitting. Yes, let's. I'll lead the way. Two puzzles went to Riddleton's shack. Oh, I'm enjoying what I have. Because I already played Curious Village, which I played it through twice already, because I have the DS cartridge. I'm emulating this one. I have Diabolical box DS cartridge, but I've never finished it. Alright. We are going to save it here and we're going to continue. We just have to remember that we're going to go and get the pieces of the picture when we come back. So we're going to end it here. All right. Let's see who I'm going to raid. I think I'm going to do Rain-X this time. Since she's playing Breath of the Wild. Oh, I got started playing Professor Layton because of Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, and I started with Curious Village. I have Catriel, which I will be playing on stream, but it's not. I'm not quite a fan, but I want to know what's going on with Professor Layton. Alright, there is the link if you're on YouTube, and we're going to go to Twitch. Alright, if you're on Twitch, give Rain-X a follow. If you're on YouTube, give her a like and a subscribe, and we are out.